Yo, 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 what up? Hopefully I'm not too late. I think I'm just a minute late. But I don't think anybody's even in chat yet, so it's probably because my notifications don't go out anymore. Oh, there's 2 of you, so maybe my notifications did go out. What up, everybody? Good afternoon. Sorry, I'm just getting my fixing of the green chili smell. If you're from New Mexico, you'll understand. This is the time of the year that everybody starts roasting green chili, and the smell is just... All right, anyways, welcome, welcome, welcome. Boy, oh boy, do I have something exciting for you guys lined up. First off, let me just get over to my vehicle. We're going to kick back, relax. Actually, let's just kick back over here. There's some shade, and I think there's a chair over here. Give me a second. What up, roofer? Sorry about the old school camera views. Yeah, we're taking it to the ground today. No, I'm just kidding. There's my beautiful view right there. But yes, I am here at my destination. So if you haven't figured it out yet, which I don't think most of you have because you're not locals, I am here in northern New Mexico. Going back home, yeah. Taking it back old school. So we're back here in northern New Mexico. As a matter of fact, tomorrow is going to be the ultimate surprise. Today's just a little teaser. I wanted to give you guys a little kind of itinerary of what I got lined up for you guys. So, we might have some IRL stuff going on today. I'm kind of just settling down. I had kind of a long drive. Not gonna lie, it was not the greatest drive because I got a speeding ticket, and I'm not really happy about that because, one, I don't know how much it's gonna be. I'm sure it's gonna be expensive because it was allegedly 97 on a 75, which, if you know my vehicle, bro, you can't even go past 100 miles per hour. I was just going down a hill. It was a setup. It's Labor Day weekend. State police are just waiting at all the hills. And yeah, I'm not too happy about it because not only did I get a speeding ticket that I am going to court to, well, and I have to, it's about an hour's drive from Las Cruces to the courthouse. But that's okay. I don't mind. But I lost one of my little NJCOURTS road signs, you know, or not road signs, the signs I have on the side of my car. You know, when I go on my road trips, I have 2 of them, one on each side of the car. And I have a feeling the reason it fell off is when I went to exit off the highway onto the, you know, the little roadway, the emergency roadway on the side. It's got those little bumps for the semi-trailer truck drivers to wake them up. I think when I hit the bumps, it knocked the magnet off, which it's a magnet. It's a big magnet. So I'm kind of upset. But it's okay, because we're here and we're going to have fun this weekend, and I'm going to forget about all that bullshit. But technically, I mean, I'm going to have to put it in the back of my mind, because I'll have to go to court in, you know what, I think a month. And then if the judge decides not to rule in my favor, I'm probably going to have to pay over $100, because I'm sure a 97 on a 75 mile per hour, what's that, 25 over the limit, it's probably going to be expensive. So it's okay. It's just part of the cost of doing business. I mean, let's just put it this way. I've been zipping back and forth on the freeways of the United States for the last 3 years with this channel, and this is the first time I've gotten pulled over for a speeding ticket. And like I said, I don't speed. I'm an old school guy. My car can't even go. It's a 4-cylinder 2016 Ford Fiesta, okay? So I'm upset because I always follow the speed limit. I was just coming down a hill. For those of you that drive the freeway, you know how it goes when you're coming down a hill. And yeah, I could have set cruise control. Yeah, I could have been paying attention. So I blame myself, but I'm going to just see if they can just have a little bit of some, you know, consideration to the fact that I have a good, you know, record. I don't have any speeding ticket for probably fucking over the last 25, 30 years. And I don't want to put one on. So anyways, long story, fuck it. But welcome, everybody. I know. That's how I'm going to start. I'm going to say, Your Honor, I drive a Ford Fiesta. Do you really think I can possibly even be speeding on a freeway? I know, it's okay. We're going to have fun this weekend, and I'm going to tell you why. And I'm not going to reveal the whole surprise. But let me tell you something. I'm going to let you guys guess in chat. I think some of you guys thought, that's what they allegedly said I was doing. There's not even anything on the ticket, and the guy never said that he had me on radar. They were actually like driving. They weren't even posted. They were driving up. So it's a long story. We'll talk about it later. Exactly. It can do a lot, you know. It can fuck with your insurance, and like I said, me personally, I'm kind of one of those people that take pride in the fact that I haven't gotten even a speeding violation, like I said, in over 25, 30 years, okay? And it's upsetting. But hey, I still haven't been found guilty. So I'm technically, as I say, you're, what is it? Innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. Let the judge drive my car. Oh, yeah. Hey, how do you know about Skychopper 420 already being home, little Dobby Sue? That's kind of weird. It's not home yet, but it's going to be there tomorrow. Oh, let me tell you guys about Skychopper 420, and then I'm going to talk about the surprise I got for you guys. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let me get this going, because it's been a long drive. Let me spark one up here with you guys. Let me tell you about my... Oh, Skychopper 420. Yes. No, that wasn't the surprise. I even got a bigger surprise. That's just a little cherry on the top. Oh, I got a big surprise for you guys. Oh, you guys don't even understand the surprise I got for you guys. And I'm going to be e-bagging like a motherfucker tomorrow because especially with that speeding ticket and the fact that I lost a $35 sign, that's the second time I replaced that already. So I'm probably not going to do another magnet anymore. But either way, yeah, I'm going to be e-bagging. But I think I deserve it because I'm going to bring you guys some fucking content tomorrow. Oh boy, oh boy. I'm going to give you guys a little hint. We'll see if you guys have guessed it yet. I mean, I will say this, at least on my stop at the dispensary today, the guy was very kind and hooked me up with a free pre-roll. So that kind of made my day a little bit better. I don't even know what this is, but... Oh, they said it's like a cigarette style. I see. It is kind of like a cigarette style. They don't have it like pinched at the end. Anyways, so, no. Skychopper 420 is on its way home, and here's how. Why? So I'm not going to be upset. I'm just a little disappointed that it took this long for them to basically just tell me they're just going to send me my money back, and I just replaced it that way. So there you go. So after 2 weeks, basically, no, I'll say a week and a half of them having Skychopper 420, the insurance company, they decided that they couldn't fix it, and they basically just totaled it out. So they just sent me an Amazon gift card for $369.99. So here's what I did. Now, remember, I was a little bit bummed. I knew that was probably going to happen, so I'm very thankful that that's, the insurance worked like it's supposed to. But back when I submitted the claim, my same drone that I need to replace was actually a lot more expensive. It was $50 more than what I had bought it, because I bought mine during Prime Day sale. So I was a little bummed that I was going to have to pay another, insurance deductible, because I'm going to add insurance, obviously, on the new drone. And obviously I got to pay taxes again. And then the fact that it was $50 more. So, that was kind of a hard lesson learned. Well, guess what? They lowered that drone back down to the same price I paid for it. But here I got even something better for you. Even better. Well, I originally kind of wanted to get mine with the nice fancy remote control that's got the built-in screen. Just make things a lot easier. I'm not going to explain it and all that. Maybe on a later show we'll talk about that. But at the time, it was almost like a $250 difference, right? And I was like, no, I'm fine with just using, I got an extra, I got my Samsung S23 that I can use for the little display for the remote control. I'll just take the remote control that comes with the drone. Simple, easy package for $369. Guess what? They dropped the package that comes with the fancy remote down from $550 to $500, which basically is just $130 more than what I paid for just the basic remote. So I went ahead and just got the nice package with the same drone, but now it comes with the fancy remote. And get this, now I've got also an extra battery, which those DJI batteries are about $60 brand new. So now I have an extra battery. And I have the extra basic remote, which you still need, because if you're going to live stream from your drone, which is what we do, you can't do it off of the fancy remote. The newer fancy remotes you can, but that's an old fancy remote, you can't. So you got to basically have the old, the basic setup like I do already. So it actually worked out in a really weird way, and I'm not going to explain it and go there because it'll be confusing. But in long story short, we've got Skychopper 420 arriving tomorrow. And it even is coming with even a badder-ass setup than what we had before. So, my suggestion to you guys, if you ever purchase a drone, get insurance. It does work, especially the Amazon one. Yeah, granted, you're probably going to be out for maybe 3 weeks, even a month, but hey, I'm okay with that. All right, what up, everybody? What up, Cameron? What up, Highwayman? What up, Little Dobby Sue? What up, JJPB? JM? What up, Roofer? Good to see you in chat. What up, Aaron? What up, Joe Meyer? Bad Sack. Sorry if I'm pronouncing some of these wrong and if I'm repeating myself. What up, Amanda? What up, Stainless J? What up, Madame Star? What up, Red Hornet? Sorry, I just wanted to say hi to everybody. I didn't want everybody to think I was being a dick. What up, Meth Buckley? Let's see here. And if I miss somebody, it's not my intentions. What up, Ann? That's not reckless driving. On a 75 mile an hour? Yeah. Not at all. All right, anyways. What up, everybody? You guys don't even know what the laws are in our state. What up, Will? What up, Apache Horse? All right, anyways. So, yes, Ty Scopper 420 is great. So, on to even the better news. Okay, you guys ready? I am here in Santa Fe. What up, mistress? So for some of you guys that are maybe putting all this together, well, let's see. He's in Santa Fe. This is the time of the year where they had that badass festival he went to last year where they burnt that big old, like, 10-story fucking crazy-looking thing. It's called Zozobra. Remember Zozobra? Actually, as a matter of fact, that, to this date, is the highest amount of live subscribers that we had watching. We had, well, I don't know if people were subscribed, but we had 700 plus viewers. No bots, my friend, because I guess I was told I was covering or providing better coverage of this thing going on, this festival, than the actual news stations that were doing it live. So, check this out. Because I provided coverage to 700 plus live viewers and had almost 7,000 views on that video, I was invited by the organizers. Now, I also applied for it. It's not like they, called me and said, hey, But I have been granted some special access. And I'm just going to leave it at that for tomorrow's event. And I'm going to tell you, the view from where I'm going to be at tomorrow is going to be badass. So, there you go. Hey, what's up, Shivets down? And if I didn't say Apache Rose, hello. If that's what you were asking. So, yes, we are going to be headed to Zozobra. We're going to have the VIP access treatment. We'll find out more tomorrow. There's also a few other things. Zozobra's tomorrow evening. It's a huge event, man. If you guys don't know what Zozobra is, just Google search it. You can watch my video from my live stream last year. It was insane. It was fun. We had, like I said, I wasn't expecting that many live viewers. But I guess word got out that, yo, this guy NJCOURTS has got a better live stream than you news right now. And everybody just went, whoa. So I'm bringing it back. And we're going to do it even better. I'm telling you, you don't even understand the view you're going to get tomorrow. Like, last year, we just were in general admission access. You know what I mean? And although I got there a little early to get as close as I could, we still weren't as close as we could get. So, more to come tomorrow. All right. Cheers. Little Dobby Sue, just Google it. You're going to enjoy it. I'm going to be bringing it live tomorrow. Last year we had good coverage, so I don't foresee, that's forsake, totally wrong word. I don't foresee we should have any data issues. So somebody knocked on some wood. I got some right here. Yeah, this is real wood. Look kind of fake, but it's real. And yeah, we should be okay. It's kind of one of those events they do it don't matter the weather, unless there's just some horrible, like, catastrophic type of weather event. They do it rain, snow, or shine. No, there won't be. Well, one, I don't have the drone with me, and absolutely not. They will not allow that drone at the festival. I wish. Hey, I'll talk to him. Maybe next year we can talk to him about that. You can, little Dobby Sue, but there's certain things you got to follow. As a recreational pilot, you cannot. As a commercial pilot, you can, and even then, you still have. There's a few. You have to have a Category 1 drone, which means it's got to be under 249 grams with the guards, because it has to have prop guards. And there's some other things you got to follow, but that's something that they just applied just of June of this year. So fairly new information. Yeah, well, here's the thing, Meth Buckley. They actually have, if you go to their main website, This was probably before all the drone laws got really strict. You can go check, if you go to their main website, the Zozobra website, and you go to their media tab, you can actually see back in 2016, they flew some drones through the actual fire, and you can actually see drone coverage. They might not be able to do that anymore because they changed a lot of the laws, but yeah, they do have some drone coverage, which is pretty badass. You can find that on the Zozobra main website. I'm going to link that up too. I'm going to go ahead and post all the links to the Zozobra website on my as a community post. And all the hashtags and stuff. That way you guys can follow that, you know, all that info if you guys are interested. The cool thing about this year, hey, what's up, Gold Girl? Good to see you. Well, we're just kind of doing a listening type of stream anyways. I just kind of wanted to give everybody a little itinerary as to what I had going on this weekend, because we talked about it a little bit early this week, but I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make it out, and we're here. No, not yet. That might be, hey, maybe one of these days that'll happen, maxed out. But like I said, I'm a man of faith, and especially now. And I have no hate towards people, bro. Especially people on the internet. I think that's silly. Now, you can dislike people. That's a different story, but hate's a really strong word. I'd always be down, and I've said this before, to help any of the people I've covered. Now, financially, no. Don't be hitting up for no $5 or $10. But if you need help as far as some, you know, hey, how do you get resources to get off of this, that, you know, how do I get a job? Hit me up. I can help anybody with that. Yeah, well, here's the thing. The FAA owns all the airspace, but they don't own airspace inside. So a lot of things change, like if the concert was inside. It's a pretty interesting story and debate, a lot of gray areas, but a lot of that's going to change this year. They're going to be enacting a lot of these strict drone laws, because they're going to start, you're going to start seeing a lot of these commercial drones flying above you for deliveries. I think getting into 2026 and into 2027, you're going to see them push the drone delivery service. And then soon here, probably in 10 years, you're going to start seeing people recreationally flying on those drones. It's going to be like a motorcycle, but it's going to be a drone cycle. What up, Aiko's here? He's been trying to reach out on the channel. I'm actually surprised he hasn't even updated on it. He's probably in here right now, as a matter of fact. Jose's kind of like Beetlejuice. You say his name 3 times and he pops up in the chat all of a sudden. So I'm sure he'll be giving his own update here soon. But no, I haven't. I've been so, basically, we've had so much coverage and new people coming up on the list of coverages. He's been kind of put down at the bottom, and so I'll get you an update here soon. That's funny. That's a good one, Meth. Oh, there's some fucking hilarious stuff, Roofer, that, you know, as far as you can do stuff legally and illegally with drones on the internet, and I've seen both. Now, unfortunately, the people that are doing it legally are the ones that aren't helping, you know, with the drone laws and why they're enacting all these strict laws, but to each their own. But yeah, it's pretty crazy, some of the stuff you can see on the internet. Damn, man, this shit is strong as fuck. I'm pretty good, man. I don't even need to smoke this anymore. Holy shit. I think this thing was 33%. It's that northern New Mexico shit, dog. Or maybe it's because I'm in a higher elevation. Yeah, but no, tomorrow is going to be off the hook. I might do a stream, pre-stream before, because remember, the event starts around, they start the event officially. I think they start burning the effigy is what they call it, but it's the Zozobra guy, it's pretty spooky. I mean, it's almost borderline like a pagan type of festival. I don't know. You guys can watch, like I said, my past coverage, and you'll find out tomorrow. But it's a fucking cool-ass festival. It's sponsored by the city. It's sponsored by the Kiwanis Club. So all the money goes to a good cause, and it's a huge turnout. I mean, basically the whole city of Santa Fe is there, in addition to all the surrounding cities and counties, which you got Albuquerque just about 45 miles down the road. So, and you get people that come from all over the world now. Last year they had the Red Bull rap championships, but it was for like South America. It was like the Red Bull South American rap battle championships. So these guys were good, you know, in like South America. But for those that didn't understand Spanish, you know, they were just sitting there kind of listening, but the beats and listening to them go, Esa güero para quiero saber menos. It's pretty cool. But yeah, they have cool stuff like that. Now this year, what I'm really excited for, yeah, it's, hey, what's up, Damn Fool? It's been going on for a long time. I think this is going to be the 101st burning of Zozobra. So now 101 years this is going on. This year, what I'm excited about, especially because you know me, I like bright lights and I'm a sucker for that shit. They're going to be, now this is courtesy, of course, of Sandia Resort and Casino, big bucks, and one of the sponsors of the event. They're going to be giving out these pretty cool, like, wristbands. I guess this is, you see these, like, at these, like, raves and, what are those big old events they have, Coachella, you know, those music festivals and stuff. They have these armbands that I guess basically are programmed to, like, light up. I don't know if they buzz and vibrate. I don't know if they play music or anything. I know they light up, but they kind of correspond with the way the show goes. That's all I read. So, sounded cool. I guess we'll find out tomorrow how it works. But basically, you get to keep this thing as kind of a souvenir. Or, and you got to be 21 and over, you can stop at the casino on your way back and you turn in your little cool wristband for a $10 casino credit, which I will not be doing. I will be keeping mine, of course. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. That's going to be new this year. No. This is going to be, I think, technically my 4th time. I went and did it last year, and that's what started the coverage. We had a big turnout last year as far as on my end. I had 700 plus people watching, which I wasn't expecting. You know, I never get that many viewers when I go live, especially on my IRL stuff. Court stuff, yeah, we average some pretty good numbers. But on the IRL stuff, that's more just my fun and with my friends and members of the jury. But I guess apparently the story was that the coverage from the bigger channels that were covering it sucked. So that's why everybody came over to the NJ Courts TV coverage. So I was invited this year to come, and I've got a pretty decent spot. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. You guys will see more tomorrow. Then get this, I even got some more events going on for this month and going into October, which we're going to be doing our IRL Midwest road trip. So it's going to be a very busy and content-filled next few months. It's going to be crazy. You trust me, I'm going to leave it as some surprises, but I'm just going to say this. I put in a lot of work, a lot of requests, and everything seems to be going good. So it's going to be fun. Man, I got to get some food in me, too. What time is it? 12:28. I had a Monster earlier, and I can feel it. Ugh. Oh, we're going to have there's going to be plenty of Halloween activities, mistress. Excuse me. A lot of Halloween activities. No, I won't be in Sacramento anytime soon. Sorry. Probably be a while till I get back to California. I wish I could get there sooner, but no. We've got our Midwest road trip coming up, and then even before I get back to the West Coast, I still got to do my East Coast IRL road trip. Can't leave my East Coast folks hanging. I guess I might as well just finish this thing since I don't have, I think I threw away the little container it came in. Oh well. Yeah, it's gonna be lit. I'm just telling you that. Fuck all the haters. They can sit there and fucking hate as much as they want. There ain't no way you're gonna hate on this content coming. You're basically, if you hate on the content I got coming, that's basically gonna tell me you're just a hater, period. You know what I mean? It no matter what cool shit I do, you're always just gonna hate. No, shut the fuck up. I didn't know I remember the rumors that I guess he wasn't a U.S. citizen, but I never actually thought that was the truth. All those streamers are all in trouble, bro. I don't even want to talk about it this weekend. It's so crazy with some of just the latest news that's been coming in. I don't know if you guys saw what happened with that one streamer, that kick streamer. He's the son of a really famous UFC guy. The fuck is his name? Anyways, he's the son of a famous UFC retired fighter, and Rampage Jackson's son. He's a kick streamer now. He's probably in his 20s or 30s. He went to some type of event that was like with these little those kind of I would call them like 2 League, 3A wrestlers. I'm talking not like professional wrestling. Well, it is, but it's the the WWE type of professional wrestling. But I'm talking those guys that do it like locally. You know what I mean? Like basically like at bars and shit like that. Okay. He was at some party of theirs. Okay, I don't know how he ended up there, but anyways, one of these guys thought he was part of like the whole little type of group. That was his story. And he kind of, I guess they were, they faked, they scripted a bunch of stuff. So apparently this big old dude, smashed, I guess it was like a thing of water. I don't know if it was a can of soda. I thought it was like a glass bottle, but obviously it wasn't. But I think it was like a bottle, right? Like a plastic bottle or something, okay? On this kick streamer's head. And then, when he found out that he wasn't part of like the little script or the wrestlers, he apologized, okay? Long story short, this kick streamer got all amped up by his chat, and his own dad, okay, his dad Rampage gave him some shit, called him a pussy. His chat, which kick streamers, their chat basically consists of a bunch of 10 to 12-year-olds. So his dad and a bunch of 10 and 12-year-olds got this guy all heated up. Where have we seen this now? And basically got him to jump. He went and watched he went to one of their events, like wrestling events. So now these guys are doing a live wrestling event, okay? Fast forward later to that evening, I guess. And he just jumps into the ring. I thought it was kind of staged at first. Nope. He jumps in the ring. People are thinking this is part of the state. It's just part of the script. And he ends up, what is that move where, you pick up the guy, and then you, boom, like body slam the dude, into the fucking, the ground. And then he just starts boom, 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 and he knocks the guy out. I mean, obviously, even though compared to the guy, he looks small, this is Rampage Jackson's son. He's a big, strong dude. Guy's probably, has got mixed martial arts training, and he knocked the guy out. And as the guy's knocked out, he just keeps on boom, boom, boom. Anyways, he's going to be in some serious trouble. It was all on live stream. It was illegal as fuck. It was in front of probably a crowd of 100 plus people. And again, I think, and here's what's funny is there was another big YouTuber that was covering all this, right? And he was joking, or he was laughing at the guy saying he did all this, from a chat of 700 people. That's a lot for a little channel like me, And I'm not saying no matter what size of your chat, you should have never done anything like that, But the point I'm trying to make is, where have we seen this kind of same scenario, right? Now imagine the people we've seen get in trouble now, and I'm not going to name names because we're supposed to have fun, but we recently just saw a couple, okay, that are now between the two are facing 5 felonies, which somebody told me in the state of California, I guess they have a 3-strike rule, and it's on violent felonies, and I think their felonies are considered violent felonies, but we'll get into that after the weekend. But anyways, those people got hyped up to do what they did, probably with a chat of 20 and less. Yeah, exactly. There you go, mistress. So imagine picking up a total of 5 felonies with a viewership of 35. This guy, what he did with viewership of 700, still not worth it, but I can see why he got hyped up. You got 700 little 12-year-olds going, punch him, punch him, punch him. But, it's just crazy. Where I was going with all this shit is, it's just between the husband and wife that got shot and killed in Las Vegas, just about a month or 2 ago, and the young YouTuber that committed, because she was getting bullied, just hearing the bullying story from Cobes' dad, King Cobra, his dad, and then all this other crap that's going on, this new shit. We're watching this Rampage kid, and, finding out now if that's the truth, that EBZ's now in ICE detention. It's just like, man, these people don't learn, bro. They don't, man. I mean, at this point, this channel has now covered people that have now been in trouble. We've literally, started coverage because they got in trouble once. They got in trouble again. I've now got people that we've covered already 3 times within a year. 1 year. They've gotten in 3 separate incidents. So, yeah, man, that's why I do this fun stuff, to balance a lot of that negativity that, you know, unfortunately, because we're a court news show, you know, it's the type of news we cover. So, enough of that. This weekend, we're going to have fun. Like I said, this is going to be a NJ Courts live broadcast, you know, and it's going to be a fun, awesome event. So, I hope you guys enjoy. And that's why, like I said, I'm going to be e-begging. So, if you guys want to help, many ways to donate. Links are in the description. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I even got my TTS on. But, yeah. Oh, did my... Oh, shit. I don't have TTS on. Sorry, I forgot. Now I do. Okay. But, yeah, it's just crazy, man. And then, you know, that's just the IRL side of the craziness. You got all the other stuff going on in the world news that I ignore even that, just because if I was to pay attention to the world news, which I still watch every once in a while, so I'm not going to say I completely ignore it, but I don't nearly watch it as much as most people do, because if I had to watch both those, you know, between the court IRL shit that I have to, you know, watch and cover, and the world news that's going on right now, oh man, I'd be losing it. Oh, hold on. Yeah, every time hold on, let me fix that. So, I forgot, when I do this, I gotta do this. Okay, so Roofer, let me know if I fixed that. I forgot. You guys gotta remind me now. I'll remind myself. Anytime I turn on the Bluetooth, I always gotta reset the little volume thing. So it should be fixed now. Let me know. Okay, good. All right, so that's the fix to that problem. I don't like it. I'll figure out why it's gotta do it. But it should be back to normal. It shouldn't be better. It should be the same as it was before because, like I said, I reset it now. Otherwise, I'm just not going to use this speaker anymore. Okay, good. I was like, fuck. It's the same speaker as the JBL Clip 3 a lot of streamers use, so I don't know why I always get trouble with it. My little thing went out talking so much. But what up, everybody? What up? The Struggles are real. Had some new names coming in. Yubnub, what up? Thank you for the safe travels. I don't know if I said hi to Meth Buckley earlier, but what up? I don't know if I said hi to Cameron earlier. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be lit. Yo!
The haters sent $3 and always wins.
Hey, thank you, haters. I appreciate that $3 and thank you for getting it started. That's $3 that we'll be applying towards if the judge finds us guilty towards a speeding ticket. So thank you. I appreciate that. Basically now, any donations we get, hopefully will just even out the cost of this trip. I'm okay with that. I don't try to, like I said, all donations go towards this channel. You know, I'm not doing this to try to make income so I can pay my rent and all that. No. I don't have no rent, right? So that's why I'm able to do this stuff. But, yeah, I appreciate it because, you know, the ticket I did get on the way over to, you know, bring you guys content. So I think it's fair that I can apply some of the donations towards that. So I appreciate that. Anything is going to help. Yeah, I'm basically paying for all this content now. But I'm fine with it. Like I said, I'm going to have fun, so it's cool. And I hope you guys have fun. Like I said, I hope that I put a smile on people's face. And, you know, you never know, man. I don't care. As long as it's just one person that maybe they were having a bad day and tomorrow they turn on NJ Courts Live and they said, yo, that's sick. And then we turn their shitty day into a good day. That's all that counts for me. That speeding ticket would be all worth it. Assuming alleged speeding ticket that I'm found guilty in the court of law. But we got it going. Thank you for helping us also test the speaker out, make sure that's working. No scam. We got the volume in full blast. You see it right here. Yeah, so tomorrow. So yeah, like I was saying, the event starts, so technically they start burning the effigy. I'm just going to refer to it as, the Zozobra is called the effigy. You guys will see tomorrow. This thing is huge. Just Google search it. Just Google search Zozobra. Go to the website. Go to the media page and see all the cool videos they have of like all the years past. Go to the one where they go drone footage from 2016. That's sick, dude. The drone footage is sick. But that'll give you an idea of what I'm going to be streaming for you guys tomorrow. And like I said, I got an awesome view tomorrow. Actually, what time is it? Because I got to get my ticket here in a second. Okay, I still got good time. Oh, shit. Hold on. Actually, let me see. Make sure they didn't give me an email. Oh, cool. We're good. So, yeah, it's on like Donkey Kong tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have the same turnout, man. Hopefully people remember, everybody that tuned into me that aren't, you know, NJ Courts viewers that were just tuning into the Zozobra coverage will remember that we'll be there tomorrow. Share the link. Tell your friends, family. Come one, come all. We're going to try to keep it PG-13, so I'll watch my language. We'll probably have to turn on the donations. We'll see. Maybe at the beginning, but towards the end, you know, and plus we're not going to hear any of them once they get going. It gets so fucking loud, it's insane. You'll see, it's huge. And then at the end it gets crazy because you got to try to exit with like thousands of people. That's a whole adventure itself. So yeah, you guys, if you guys remember the stream from last year, you know what I'm talking about. Now they're red, white, and blue. That was some good stuff, man. I am going to the Zozobra Festival. We're in northern New Mexico. We're in Santa Fe, the capital of New Mexico, as a matter of fact. And we're going to be going to Zozobra tomorrow. We're going to be our second year bringing it to you guys live here on the NJ Courts TV news channel. I am here. You know, I got here a day early because, you know, I got to still pick up my ticket. And also, I probably may go back to Albuquerque. It's just about an hour drive and then just head back up here tomorrow. But I may stay over here today. And maybe, like I said, tomorrow we'll fire up a stream. Maybe it'll be something fun we'll do tonight. But for sure, tomorrow, probably sometime around 3-ish, 4-ish Mountain Standard Time, I will be making my way to the event location. And then we're going to be there for a while, you know. So I'm going to be bringing extra batteries, all the good stuff. Fuck, I got to charge up tonight. Shit. Yeah, I forgot. I have to do that. I actually probably will be going back to Albuquerque. Shit, I forgot. I got to charge my shit. Yeah, we'll figure that out. Anyways, we got plenty of time to do that. But, yeah, that's exactly what they burned that thing. So, yeah, we're going to be there, you know, early, but we're going to be there all night, you know, and that event, after it ends, still goes on by the time we get back, you know, or to the train station. What was it, like almost midnight or something? Past probably midnight. So it's going to be a long stream. I'll probably just chill today. I'm kind of tired. And then, like I said, I think I got something lined up for you guys tomorrow, like for the morning part. And then we'll get going for the Zozobra coverage in the afternoon. Oh, I got everything. This ain't my first rodeo, man. I got backup phone. I got GoPro. I got OG phone, which is what you guys are on. We could probably even stream it on 1080, but I think for just conserving battery and just to get a good bit rate, because really once the sun starts going down, it don't matter. I think we're just going to keep it at 720. And yeah, I got plenty of battery, man. I got backup after backup after backup. The only thing that would fuck everything up is if I didn't have data coverage, which it's okay. I can still record it and post, but that defeats the whole live coverage purpose. So knock on wood, send some good blessings, prayers, whatever you believe in my way. And like I said, last year we didn't have any data connection issues. It was actually a great stream. And hopefully that'll be the same this year. Yeah, thank you everywhere. I was happy too. I'm not going to lie. I was getting a little nervous about the insurance claim. I mean, I did go on, and it's funny because I knew I could go on Reddit and just read about, you know, other people's experiences, but I didn't. I wanted just to be like, man, because if I already read that they're like, oh, no, it won't cover it, then I was just going to be like pissed. So I said, just let it be and just let it put in God's hands, you know. And yeah, no, that was good news when they said we're gonna send you your money back. Basically, is what they're saying. Which honestly, I wouldn't have cared if they were able to replace it. That would honestly be the best thing, because then I wouldn't have had to buy insurance again and pay taxes again, and then, you know, they got me to even buy a bigger package than what I bought originally. But I'm happy because I got a good deal on that. And that having that remote, it's not because I wanted to look cool. It honestly, there's a lot of benefits to that remote, especially for the cheap price I got it, versus the basic remote that comes with the basic drone, the package. And so, yeah, so it's nice. I'm excited to have it. I got insurance again, too. And, yeah, it's an expensive hobby, I'll put it at that. But those drones are awesome, what they can do, man. And I'm having fun with it. And, yeah, we're going to be bringing some mad coverage, trust me. Especially since I've been having my drone withdrawals. And the weather's getting better, so there'll be more drone coverage coming very soon. And we're going to mix it up. There's going to be a lot of different coverage of a lot of different stuff. But right now, man, that homeless problem's getting out of hand, dude. There's been some fucking crazy shit that's been going on. What's that? Heard something beep. Hold on. Okay, cool. I got it. Let me just read my email really quick. Okay, cool. We're good. You know what's funny? I wonder if I don't know if he was able to, because they kind of come in that way. They kind of sit up higher. I wonder if the cop was able to see my shirt. Oh man, it's ratchet, dude. Even southern New Mexico, where I'm originally from, where generally that's been pretty, it got ratchet down there. It's pretty sad. I'm not gonna lie. It's bad, northern and southern New Mexico, and it's sad, man, because it used to be. Now everybody's gonna have their own opinions, but I've always enjoyed New Mexico, man. I've lived here my whole life. And I love it here, but boy, oh boy, I'll tell you what. I'm very happy that my life's goal is the dog rescue that I'm going to be building, and that's going to be out in the middle of nowhere, because I don't want to have anything to do with being in the city with all this crime and shit going on. I mean, even if I could, put myself in a little capsule and, not go anywhere, it's just reading about it, seeing it. I'm done with it, man. The only thing you can do at that point, is control the thing you can control, which is, hey, it takes money. Obviously I'm going to have to be saving for a while, and I'm okay with that, but, I ultimately want to just be out in the middle of fucking nowhere where I can just be left alone. Me, my animals, my dogs, the rescue, and obviously, I don't mind humans coming over because we got to rescue dogs, but, yeah. It's fucking wild here, bro. And here's the thing that really bothers me, too. And I don't want to talk too much about politics, and I don't want to be negative, but there's a little scam going on, okay? And this is in a lot of states, okay? Where, like, these states are getting a lot of federal money, supposedly to stop this problem, you know what I mean? Help, go towards the homeless problem for these drug rehab centers and all that. But the problem is the money, and it's a lot of money, they're not using it, I think, appropriately. And then come to find out, because... and this is, kudos to the media for really sticking to this and covering it, because, everything's tied in, even the media, to a lot of government shit. They've been really putting a focus on these companies that are basically scamming this taxpayers' money now, right? This money that they're supposed to be using to, like, feed the homeless, they go and actually look at the records and see, well, you haven't bought shit. Where's this money going to? Well, even though these are nonprofits, they still have paid employees. And you should see the salaries of some of these paid employees. And they're not even doing, in some places, even 25% of what they're supposed to be doing and what this money's supposed to be going. So it's really frustrating, because you got one problem, and then the solution to this problem that's supposed to be happening is not. And it's quite the opposite. It's now being used to put money into the pockets of these people up there, and it's sick, man. Yeah, I hope so, man. And I'm not looking for any type of reward, man. I just want to give in. I think that I've been pretty lucky to have the life I have. I've been lucky to basically not be dead from all the fucking attempts of my life that people, not from me, just the crazy life I've lived, Just, I told you 3 months ago I had some dude try to fucking kill me, stab me in the chest, and luckily because I defended myself with my arm, I told you guys I got stabbed twice. Now it doesn't look so bad because everything's healed up, but there's the one up there, But yeah, it was horrible, man. If I showed you guys the video, it'd make you guys sick, man. But, where was I going with that? Yeah, I'm just kind of over all the crazy, stupid shit. But yeah, no, what I'm just was saying about, I'm not looking for any rewards or anything. I just want to, I think I've been blessed, the life I've been given, and I think I have the opportunity, especially since I don't have kids, I don't have a family. If I had kids, I wouldn't be doing this, and there'd be a lot of stuff I wouldn't be doing. I'd be concentrating on my family, raising my family. But that's not my situation, so I feel that I've been given the chance to, really, put 100%, of my, time and energy, blood, sweat, and tears into a rescue that, ultimately I want these animals that we adopt out to families to provide, that love that animals, if you guys have dogs, cats, or pets, you know what I'm talking about, the love that animals give. It teaches, kids, families, responsibility, respect. I'm telling you, just animals in whole just bring good vibes to people, man. If every person could have a cat or a dog in their life, I think we'd be in a much more peaceful world. I don't know. I'll have to look into that, Kelly. That's the word on the streets. John Levy, what type of YouTube does he do? God damn, this thing's not even done yet. But yeah, I just want to put out, what I've been able to take in from the world and what I've been blessed with. So at this point, I just want to help my community and the world till I take my last breath, man. That's all. Pretty simple. Not trying to fuck with other people's shit. I just doing my own thing, chicken wing, and doing some court news coverage on the side. I'm done with that. Actually, hold on. I want to just throw it. Even though it's technically 100% all organic because it's that hemp paper, but we'll toss it in the trash. Alright, guys, so I'm probably going to go here soon. Not right now. We're still good on time. I just got to meet up to pick up my tickets for tomorrow, so I don't want to be late to that. Yeah, I thought for some... I've had heard the rumors that, he was, from Cameroon? But I thought that was just, just trolling. I thought he was an actual... born in the USA. I thought he was a U.S. citizen. Alright, so that's why, I don't know. I'm going to have to look into that one. Covers story, archives, and architecture. Okay, cool. I like architecture. Where I'm at right now, they've got a law that basically any type of building, if you're going to build a grocery store, fast food restaurant, you actually have a building code that has to be followed that actually keeps this town, city. It's the third biggest city. It's a pretty big city now. It's probably almost close to the second biggest city where I'm originally from, Las Cruces. But everything here has got to have this Adobe Pueblo style to it. It's really cool. So you'll see even the grocery stores, McDonald's, they're all Adobe style. And I thought that's pretty interesting. That's pretty neat. No, quit. I'm over giving that her and that other dude any type of coverage, man. For me personally, and nothing against the people that follow her and all that shit, I don't consider her little DV thing or whatever's going on, her RO thing, a real court coverage. You know what I mean? That's You know, I cover people when they get like a misdemeanor charge, felony charge, things like that. And at this point, I think it's just silly, and just those two individuals are just using this as just a way to just basically make content because they don't have anything else going on, right? That they're drama. I don't even call those people streamers. They're just drama farmers, right? Drama equals that, you know. So I'm kind of done giving these people like this, you know, platform. Essentially, it wasn't my intentions, but I've started to realize, you know, it took 3 years to see it, but a lot of these people I cover, they're just sociopaths, man, and they don't even care about bad coverage or exposure. You know, when I was doing this to maybe be like, okay, you see yourself, doesn't look good, you see the people in the chat are kind of saying, hey, this isn't cool, maybe they kind of see and go, okay, you know, I may want to change, you know, and again, I'm not doing this, I'm not God, okay? We're not here to judge. I'm just putting the information out. And some people, I think, maybe learn, you know, I think most of us probably learn from our mistakes, you know. Hell, I know once I got that, you know, alleged speeding ticket, I used the cruise control. Learn from your mistakes, right? But I've seen now a lot of these individuals, especially ones that keep getting in trouble again, they're just using, they basically love to be on NJ Courts TV now. Anytime I talk about him, I mean, look at fucking Jose. He comes flying into my chat, you know, when I'm not even talking about the guy, and is spamming, you know, just so he can get, you know, and I'm just done with that shit. And I'm just using him as an example. But, yeah. When basically people are starting to reach out to me, and I'm not trying to sound like a narcissist, because I know a lot of you are going to be saying I sound like one. To each their own, you can have your opinion. When people start reaching out to me, like basically to purposely, like I almost feel like they're purposely just getting in trouble just so they can get covered. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I will nuke this channel if it ever gets to that point. I have no problem nuking this channel. Like if I really see that point that this channel's just gotten to the point where it's just a platform for people to, you know, have their shit go on, like, you know, no. Because see, here's what happens, right? I start talking about somebody, right? They start talking about me. They know that people in here are going to go, like, I end my stream. So, for example, say we start talking about VP, right? You know, she's going to have people going into her Instagram. Hey, guess what? NJ Courts is talking about you, right? So then she goes, she's watching. She's going to turn on her live. Then she's going to have her live watching me. And then she wants, expecting everybody to come running into her chat, right? Because now she goes, hey, great. Now I have a way to do a live stream, and hopefully that'll equal that. See? And that's, I don't do that shit. I don't farm content. I don't get involved in those people's streams. You don't see me chatting in their chats. You know, once I fucking end this channel, that's done with the court coverage. You know, I do my own personal life shit, you know. It's just crazy. Like, literally, the way some of these people act, you would think we're back in, like, middle school or something. Like, it's nuts, bro. Fucking grown adults, too, man. It's weird. But, yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons why I've kind of... Now, I'm not saying I've completely stopped coverage. Obviously, you know, if there's any updates, if she gets in some serious trouble, we'll be covering it. But, yeah, I'm not going to give a platform to somebody that's going to carry out basically an RO for a year or something like that. Just not even get to the point where the RO even gets, what's the word I'm looking for? Accepted or whatever. The judge rules in favor of the RO. It hasn't even gotten to that point yet. This is just going back and forth, and it's almost like going to be a year if I'm not mistaken. So, nah. No. Well, there you go. It sounds like he is. So, sounds like people are confirming this EBC stuff. I guess I'll have to look into it on Monday, because I'm not going to look into it over the weekend. I'm sure they've already broke the news. And there's not much you can once it goes into the ICE. We saw this with Attila. I told you guys. I submitted a lot of FOIA requests and denied. So all you're going to be able to see is basically what detention center he's at, which I showed you guys how to look that up on you guys' self. You know, you can do that right now. Exactly. By not covering, you're covering it. It's true. That's why I'm not even talking about it. All right, I am going to start heading out to my next location, y'all. So I appreciate everybody hanging out with me on this little brief update. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Now, if I go live later on tonight, we'll see you guys tonight. But if I don't, we'll see you guys for sure tomorrow. And, yeah, it's going to be awesome, man. I will probably do something, if I can, in the morning time for something fun. And then, well, all day is going to be fun, but something that's not going to be our main coverage. And then, like I said, mid-afternoon, late afternoon, I'm headed over to start the coverage. So we'll get there nice and early, walk around, have fun, probably have a beer, get you guys some good views, and then we'll get ready. Once the sun starts going down is when all the fun starts. And like I said, we should be at a pretty, if everything goes the way it should, I should be able to get you guys an even better view from where I was able to broadcast from last year. All right, guys, take care, have a good one. We'll see you on the next one. Keep those notifications on, because I really, I don't, it's going to be just pretty random when I come on, so I couldn't even tell you when you'll see me next. So the best way is just to keep all notifications on, because you get I think there's 3 little modes, and a lot of people always think they got all of them on, but you always got to double check. You got the top. You got to have the bells, got to be completely filled in. So thank you guys again. Thank you for all my members of the jury for being here. Thank you guys for all your monthly support. Thank you for my mods for being here. I saw a roofer, and I think saw Gold Girl was listening in. How are you? And yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow at Zozobra. And this is going to be, if I'm not mistaken, the 101st burning of Zozobra. So that's going to be exciting. NJ Courts is officially out. Peace.